Hey everyone, welcome to part 4 of the Legolas build experiment. I'm Kev, and we're going to carry on with some Legolasing. I believe the last thing I did was kill the Capra demon, so I guess it's time to head to the depths. Because not only am I going to go to the depths in this playthrough, I'm thinking I'm going to go, for the first time since my very first playthrough, the actual way through Blighttown. I haven't done that in a long time. A very long time. Normally I go the back way in. As you do. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I've been super busy with a lot of other stuff going on, and when I haven't been busy, I've been playing Dark Souls, but just kind of casually. Just messing around, not really streaming quality stuff, nothing really special going on there. I've just played a couple of playthroughs that I wouldn't have ordinarily played. One of which is just a casual run through with no shield and a Zweihander, which I'm still in the middle of at the moment. But it's good fun just running around with a Zweihander. That thing's a monster. Anyway, we're off to the depths because if all goes well... Oh, I got humanity out of that rat then. If all goes well, we are going to get the large ember, first and foremost. And... oh, I did open the shortcut, that's good. Yeah, so we're going to get the large ember, and we'll go and kill the big rat. Get a couple of other bits and pieces down there. Maybe pick up the great axe. I'm never going to use it, but it's there. Might as well pick it up. Do I have purple moss? I got 2 purple moss and 1 blooming purple moss. I might pick up a second blooming. It's expensive, but worth it, because if we're going into Blighttown in a bit, the actual way, then there is a very good chance I'm going to end up getting toxicked. And blooming purple moss is how I would solve that problem. Bit of a fall there. Yeah, so, I've just been playing casually with his Zweihander on another playthrough. And just taking my time with it, which is something I don't really do in Dark Souls anymore. It's what I quite like about this playthrough as well, is I'm going through at a kind of a slow pace. Just to roll along and enjoy myself a bit. Because most of the time these days I run through the game in a matter of hours, and... well, I'm no speedrunner, not even close, but I can beat the game in under 4 hours pretty easily. And it's nice occasionally to just, you know, do this. Just chill out and get some items. Even if it is just a themed playthrough of being Legolas. And it has just occurred to me that I haven't been using my bow, so I'm going to switch that on. Let's do this. Now, once I get the large ember down here, I'll be able to upgrade my weapons to plus 10. Well, that isn't working. He would be in a very awkward place, wouldn't he? Right, let's get started with you. You. I do love ranged combat. There really is something to be said about it. Come on. These are one of my most feared enemies in the game. The torch-bearing hollows. There we go. Okay, now the question here is, how do I want to approach this? I might be able to taunt... see if I can manually aim it. There we go. Alright. Come on, Butcher. Come up the stairs. You know you want to. You coming up? No? You're going to get stopped by a dog? Great. Okay, I guess I'll have to go and deal with the dog then. Oh, I hate dogs. Torch-bearing hollows are one of my most feared enemies in the game. Dogs are my absolute most feared enemy in the game. Ah, there we go. Come on, butchers. Whoop. That's it. Just casually walk towards me. That's how we like it. Okay. One butcher down. Now, there is another butcher. I wonder if I can, I know it's possible to hit the other butcher from over here. You just have to be in the right spot. Now this one is designed so that when you're down in this area rescuing the pyromancer who's over there, who we'll go and get in a moment, but this butcher will come down and ambush you just when you think you're safe. Fortunately, I knew where she was. It's never been defined whether the butcher's a male or female. There's suspicions and reasons to think both. But no one's ever really come up with a definitive answer. There we go. Okay. There's one more dog to deal with. And then we should be clear for this area. Okay. And grab the large ember. All this lovely meat. Interesting thing about the butchers, there's one butcher in particular who is still quite human looking, called Man-Eater Mildred. Who, oh, I forgot about this guy. And Man-Eater Mildred will invade you while you're down in Blighttown. Specifically once you get to the swamp. If you're human, obviously. If you're not human, you'll never see Man-Eater Mildred. Alright, and we're going to go and rescue Laurentius, because even though I'll never use Pyromancy with this character because it's a Legolas build, I still like to rescue Laurentius anyway. He's a nice man, even if you just go a little bit mental later in the game when you finish his questline. Now, do we go the normal way into the depths, or do we go the cheeky way into the depths? I'm tempted to go the cheeky way. This pretty much, because if I'm going to do the whole of Blighttown, I'm going to go the cheeky way through the depths. Now this pretty much bypasses, if you want, the entirety of the depths. Almost. I'm not actually going to bypass everything. I will do a little bit of backtracking because, well, primarily I want to go and fight Kirk. And Knight Kirk will only invade if you're human and in a very specific spot. Hello, rat. Are you dead? No? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's I'll tell you what, it's been a while since I've attacked that rat and not killed it in the plunge attack. It's pretty funny. Bum. Grab the humanity and chain the key. Where's the humanity? I'm sure there's a humanity around here somewhere, I believe. Did I already pick it up? I must have already picked it up and not even realised. Anyway, stick to the left going down here. Otherwise you fall down the big hole. And now you're at the bottom of the depths. Well, not the bottom. The bottom is where the basilisks are, but this is the way to the Gaping Dragon boss fight. You can just avoid the slimes. What I think I will do is... yeah, I'll go and rest at the bonfire first. It seems like the sensible thing to do. opening up the door there. Up the ladder. There are quite a lot of items you can pick up in the depths, but honestly... torch guy. Forgot about him. Yeah, there are so few items in the depths that are really worth having that I tend to ignore them. When I go to the depths, it tends to be to get the large ember and bail out. Sometimes I'll go and fight the gaping dragon, but not all the time. Yeah. Can we level up? Yeah, why not? Let's get that dexterity pumping. I am going to fight the gaping dragon, obviously, because I'm going to need the key to Blighttown. But I am not confident about how quickly that's going to go with a +5 composite bow and standard arrows. I will want to go and kill the channeler first, though, so I'll do that first, then I'll go and deal with Kirk. Great Axe. Great Axe is a pretty good weapon. Certainly not one of the best in the game, but it's a pretty good weapon. Okie dokie, I think we are about ready to go and hit the channeler up. The channeler is worth taking out at this point because if you're watching this video and you've never taken on the gaping dragon before, or you've had problems with it and don't understand why, there's a channeler upstairs. Excuse me. There's a channeler upstairs here specifically who actually fires soul arrows at you while you're trying to kill the dragon, which makes him one of the bigger bastards in the entire game. And these guys are all getting buffed, so I want to deal with them as soon as possible. Damn it. I'm gonna die. Right. Lessons learned there. Kill rats before channeler buffs them. That's about it. That's the lesson learned. Alright. Back to the channeler. I'll skip some of the enemies this time. Or all of them, in fact. Okay, that's the rat's dead, now we just have to deal with the channeler. Right. Problem solved. Did not pick up my soul stain, so I'll go and find that in a minute. Soul stain, blood stain even. Get out of my face, rat. And you. I know you're there. Yeah, so ordinarily the channeler would be up here, and that's the boss fight arena down there. So just popping soul arrows down at you. One of the fun things you can do if you've got buddies to play with is go into the boss, like summon them into your game, go into the boss arena on your own, and have the other player come up here, and they can just, as long as you keep the dragon at a certain distance over there, they can just spam arrows at it. Which, I mean, the Gaping Dragon is not a difficult boss at the best of times. But it is quite fun just to have that archery support from up top. Something interesting to do with the game if you've never done it before. Okie dokie. So we're now just gonna head back over here, and I think it's probably time to go and take on Kirk. And once Kirk is taken care of, then we'll worry about the Gaping Dragon. And then Blighttown, obviously. Oh, I forgot these were the super rats. I'm not too worried about slimes. Right, now, Kirk. In order to get Kirk to spawn, you want to walk to about here. And then with a bit of luck, the time will kick off and he'll get summoned in. Oh, I'm hollowed. Oh yeah, I died, didn't I? I forgot about that. Oh well. I guess I can't be bothered fighting Kirk then, to be honest. Let's just go and fight the dragon. That'll do. Now again, I have no idea how long this is going to take with a bow. It could be a while. I'm not going to turn human and summon Solaire because A, that would just increase the amount of health the dragon has, and B, Solaire is completely useless in this fight. Is there anyone there? Yes, there is. Oh, the Gaping Dragon. Arguably one of the best designed boss monsters in the history of video games. Alright, let's do this. It's bow and arrow time. And I am missing left, right and centre. Really not doing that much damage. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Come on, put your head down. Put your head down. You know you want to. Don't run around in circles all day. No, you're going to jump again. Head down. Head down. Yes. That's how we like it. And then strafe. And then shoot. Oh, this really is going to take a while. You know what? I am Legolas. I'm not restricted to a bow. I just like to use it. So I figure let's double hand a scimitar. Maybe that'll do more damage. I bet it will. Head down. To the side, let him run. This is the simplicity of the Gaping Dragon. whenever he puts his head back up, you run, you avoid his claws, and ideally you just wait for him to do that. Smack his head a few times. When he starts getting back up again, dodge to the side, let him run. As he finishes running, run back into his tail, start beating the cack out of that. And the only other animation he ever does is puke. Just yaks up some nasty business all over the floor. And that one's pretty obvious because he starts having a bit of a fit. Anyway, that's the gaping dragon dealt with. So we've now got the key to Blighttown. That's not the door. Come on. Okay. Alright, so the actual way into Blighttown. It has been a while. Ordinarily, as I said before, I would go the back way into Blighttown, which involves going underneath Firelink, into the Valley of Drakes, straight across that bridge and to the right, and then going past the big club geezers.
I'm Donald of Xena. I adore trinkets and others.
Yeah, and then just wandering down Blighttown the shortcut way, down the water wheel. Much easier. This guy sells gold pine resin, which is pretty cool. I tend not to use it. In fact, I tend not to use him. He's got a pretty awesome looking armor set as well that he can sell you. I'm not really sure how good it is. I'd say arguably not, but it looks fun. He does, however, sell some arrows, which I may stock up on a little bit, so yeah. Apparently I can only fit 594 arrows in my thing, so I'm just going to get that many. There you go, 999 arrows, that'll do me.
Thank you. I have.
Alright, now, before I go into Blighttown, I'm going to go and level up, because I do not trust myself to go into Blighttown and not take a whooping straight away. And I do not want to risk losing 23,000 souls. At this stage in the game, that is several level ups. And you get that dex up. Since I'm primarily going bow this whole playthrough, I will be getting a dex of 40 and a strength of 27, and that should cap out any... Well, I'll probably be using the composite bow throughout the whole thing, to be honest, but that should cap out my weapon scaling on the composite bow. In terms of damage. After that, I'll start worrying about vitality, I guess. Alright, so the way into Blighttown. I'm going to run down here. See you later, rats. And here we go. It has been a long time since I've opened this door. I'm actually a little freaked out about going through. Ah! Rat! Alright. And the worst thing is I haven't even gone and upgraded my weapon to plus... Well, beyond +5 yet. I'll probably do that when I get down to the swamp and can farm large titanite. I don't think I have a lot of large titanite right now. No, just the one, so... I could potentially get one of my weapons to +6, but... For now, I'm not too fussed about that. And there I go dying. No. Yeah, already dead. Here's the biggest problem with Blighttown for me. And this goes for a lot of people who've been playing the game for a long time, I think. Is that you get used to rolling after a while. You tend, as you play Dark Souls more and more, you stop blocking and start rolling. You start learning how to dodge effectively. And that becomes instinctual. And that's where the problem lies in Blighttown, because rolling in any direction in Blighttown can pretty much easily result in you falling off of a side into an infinite void. So having your instincts throw you off into a, basically off of a cliff is not the best way to play Dark Souls. And I don't have a shield, so I don't have the option of blocking. So now I'm faced with this rather annoying issue of having to choose between... well, I'm pretty much going to have to run past a lot of things, I think. And there I go again. I just about managed to stop myself dying there, though. Right. I'm just going to run past these guys. That seems like the way to go. God, I hate Blighttown. Where are we? Legolas. Okay. And this is where the lizard people turn up, and they're incredibly irritating. There's a toxic dart man over there, who is among my chief most hated people in the game. I might go and get the eagle shield. Oh no, sorry, that's the Aito. Where's the eagle shield? It must be in a different area. The Aito is a pretty cool katana. Anyway, that is the quick and easy way down to the bonfire on the bridge. Now to get from the bonfire to the next bit, and that's where the problems lie. And of course I'm surrounded by people that want to fire toxic darts at me, so that's excellent. Okay. Let us see what we can do. First things first. I'm going to go up here. And if I can remember where I'm going... Oh, no, apparently not. Where am I now? I'm not 100% sure, but these guys seem to stagger when I hit them with an arrow, so that's good. Although their attacks are way quicker than mine. You'll have to bear with me. I am still trying to remember what is where in Blighttown. As I say, it's been a long time since I've come down this way. You do not want to go over there. There's got to be a ladder around here somewhere. Guess we're going this... Oh, yep, the moving bridge. I remember this. Okay, a couple of those guys. That seems like a bad area to be in. Well, he got a munch on me. Okay. Once I find my way back to the bridge with the bonfire, I'll know exactly where I'm supposed to go. But, yeah, this hasn't turned out too well so far. Because I am completely forgetting how to get back there from here. I could just homeward bone back to the bonfire, of course, but I'd rather... Oh, there we go, there's a ladder. I'd rather figure out where I'm going myself. There we go. Okay. One bonfire bridge. So, I'm actually going to respawn everything. Can't level up. Alright, now as I recall, there are some flaming dogs over here, which I want to avoid like the plague. In an ideal world. Down here. Get out of my face, dogs. Ah, that's not good. A block between a dog and a ladder. Alright, here we go. Dogs! Leave me alone. Alright. We are off and running. Let's do this. Traverse that light. Still got dogs on my arse. This is the impatient speed run through Blighttown. Certainly not the ideal way to get down to the swamp, but whatever, it works. Ah, no, toxic man. Do not toxic me. Oh good, he died. Well, fell off anyway. Okay. Where to now? Down this ladder. Now, if I recall correctly, I did come down into the swamp at the start of the game. So, a lot of this stuff has already been cleared up. But I can now rest at this bonfire. For those who are inadvisably using this as a guide to getting through Blighttown, that was, once you get down the final ramp, you can run to the right and just straight into this little area here. At the back of this, there's a chest with a dragon scale in it. I'm not particularly bothered about fetching that. Dragon scales are of little use to me. They're used for upgrading dragon weapons. And if you want to go into that part of the meta game, you can use them as part of the Dragon Covenant. Right, what's up next? I guess I want to go farming for Titanite shards before I go and fight Quelaag. These bugs, mosquito things, are nasty little beggars, and they respawn quite frequently. However, they do not, as far as I've ever been able to tell, infinitely respawn. Once you kill like 3 or 4 sets of them, they do stop respawning. Fortunately, once you get over to this area, they kind of disappear of their own accord anyway. So what I'm doing now is running up to the Great Hollow, where I'm going to specifically use that bonfire as a respawn point. And, yeah, then I'll just start farming large titanite, which I won't put on video. I think what I will do with that is give a quick demonstration as to what you can, as to where the farming rung is with the slugs. And then I'll finish off farming large titanite shards in my own time, off camera. And then when we come back for part 5, I should be ready to go and upgrade my weapons. I am going to need... Well, I want to upgrade both my sword and my bow, so I'm going to need 18 large titanite shards. That's going to take a while. A while that shall take. I can't remember if I farmed titanite lizards in here at the start of this save. I don't think I did, so I may even farm those as well. Yeah. Might do that. I'm going to have a quick look before we finish this video off to see if I did. Because if there's any still there, that would indicate I did not farm them. And I'll be able to get quite a lot of titanite out of that. Not necessarily the titanite I'm looking for, but you never know. No, there's still a bunch of them here. And apparently bows are a terrible way to try and catch them. Okay, well, they're not too difficult to respawn anyway. Just got to reload the game. Yeah, so there are about 9 of those lying around here. Hopefully some of them drop some large titanite. In the event they don't, they might drop chunks or even slabs. So it's all good to me. Come on, stop being... Oh, all right. This weapon is not good for. That's probably the best one to use. Yeah. There we go. Two twinkling, one red. Red titanite is something I'm not going to require. But whatevs. I might end up with a weapon later on that I need twinkling titanite for. You never know. So I will definitely come back and farm these. I'm going to go and farm the slugs at the bottom of the ramp outside and around the corner. And with a bit of luck, by the time we come back for the next video, I'll have large titanite and enough of it for +10 on both of my weapons. So until then, I shall see you next time.